This is the SJCam M20 action camera. Its highest resolution is 4K interpolated, it's got a 16 megapixel camera and it also has built-in Wi-Fi. This is how the camera is packaged. Inside the box you've got the camera, which is inside a waterproof case. This is a camera frame, the camera just fits in there, and then there's a clip there to allow you to attach it to various things. That can be removed, so you end up with just a frame, a lens protector, set of instructions, 2 adhesive mounts, and then 2 more adhesive mounts, and these actually swivel round. Adhesive pads for the mounts, various adapters, 2 different tripod type mounts, a charging cable, a lens cleaning cloth and a handlebar mount. So there's quite a lot of equipment that comes with the camera. The first thing you notice when you pick this camera up is how small and compact it is, but it's got a reassuring feel about it. It's not heavy, but it feels very solid. It's got a rubberized plastic feel, so the first thing I'll do I think is put it on charge. I think this lens protector is a nice touch. It just means that the lens is protected when you're transporting the camera around or when you're not using it. So that's it, just put on charge. Now we've got a yellow LED, and then at the top there we've got a blue LED. An icon there to say that it's on charge. So I'll leave that to charge, and as you can see that battery is now showing that it's fully charged. So on the top of the camera we've got the power and mode button, we've got a blue LED, we've got the shutter and the OK button for the menu. On the side we've got the up button, which is also the Wi-Fi button, microphone and down button, and that's for selecting things in the menu. Underneath there's a battery compartment. It comes with a 900 milliamp battery. On the other side we've got a micro HDMI port, a micro USB port and a port for the micro SD card. It doesn't come with a micro SD card, you need to buy one. Then on the back there is a 1.5 inch LCD screen and then a speaker at the bottom. So to turn the camera on you just press the power button down for a couple of seconds and it powers the camera up. So with the camera turned on, 2 presses of the power button will get you into the main menu. Now you can see there that we've got video and photo selected. I'll explain that in a minute. We'll look at the other modes, and to select them you just use these arrow buttons on the side. So we've got playback, you can play back videos, look at your photographs. We've got video lapse. Video lapse is time-lapse photography, but the camera itself stitches all the photographs together and makes a video rather than exporting it as a load of images. We've got slow record, which actually records in slow motion but uses a much lower resolution. We've got photo lapse, which is basically time-lapse, so that exports a lot of photographs and you have to make the video yourself using your software. We've got burst mode. That's where it takes several photographs in a short period of time so that you can pick the best one. We've got underwater mode. In underwater mode, the software just gives the image a slight red tinge to make it look better underwater. First person view is for use on drones, and it's basically just what the camera's looking at. You've got motion detection, so you can use it as a security camera. Car mode, so you can use it as a dash cam. Remote control, you can buy a remote control for these cameras. It fits on your wrist or you can put it on a selfie stick, and this just allows you to use that remote control. And then we've got the setup menu, so we'll go into the setup menu now. In the setup menu you've got the resolution for the video camera, 4K at 24 frames per second, and that's interpolated, it's not native 4K. 2K at 30 frames per second. You've got various 1080p options, 720p at 120 frames per second if you want to do slow motion stuff, and then 60/30 and VGA at 240 frames per second. You can change the field of view on the camera. It's got wide dynamic ratio for anybody with a modern TV, a gyro center will line out the lumps and bumps. You can turn the microphone on and off, you've got a volume switch, timestamp. TV mode, you just select whichever you want for UK or the USA. On-screen display, video file format. Double file records 2 videos, one at normal 1080p and the other one at a much lower resolution so that you can export it on a phone or whatever. Power on record means when you turn on the camera it will start recording immediately. Obviously the image size and quality, the sharpness, white balance, colour, ISO settings, exposure values. You can select it to take raw photographs or JPEGs. Distortion correction removes a lot of the fisheye effect with a wide angle lens. You can change the date and time, auto power off, keypad tone, light set, screensavers, all self-explanatory. Frequency 50 or 60 Hz. You can rotate the image, put a logo watermark on your videos, change the language, set up the Wi-Fi SSID and password, delete images, format the disk and set everything back to default settings. It also displays a firmware version. So when it's in video and photo mode, we're on video mode, it's going to record in 480 by 240. The microphone is on, it's not muted. We've got a full battery. We've got the date and the time there, and it's telling me that I've got 57.6 gigabytes left of a 64 gigabyte memory card. So we're in video mode now. If I press the button on the side there, the bottom button, it goes into the video settings menu. Now every mode has got its own settings menu, and each one is selected by pressing that bottom arrow. And you can see now I've got another method of changing the resolution, and I'm going to put that to 1080p 30 frames per second. I'll just hit that button on the top there, and again if I press that side button, you can see we've got loop recording, field of view, low light mode. I'll explain a lot of these later on in the video. Low light mode, that works very well, and I suggest you use that if you are filming with low ambient light. Gyro sensor, when you start the camera up, it starts up in video mode. If you press the on off button quickly, it flicks over to camera mode, so that you don't have to go into the menu to switch over from video to camera. Press that button again and you go back into the main settings, and again, and you're back on video mode. And then obviously just to record, you press the shutter button on the right hand side. You can see that's gone yellow and we've got the flashing red dot there. Also to indicate it's recording, we've got a flashing blue LED at the back, a flashing blue LED at the top, and the front yellow LED is flashing as well. So it's very easy to see that the camera's recording. Download the SJ Cam app to Android or iPhone. On the camera, press the top arrow button and you'll get the Wi-Fi symbol there. That will show you the SSID with the password. So that's it connected. If we select the app and then hit that at the top, connect camera, and there we go, that's it now connected. On the app you can actually start the camera recording, change various parameters and modes. It's very easy to connect to the app. So that is a fairly in-depth look at the camera. Now it's the middle of winter here, it's grim, it's miserable, it's wet. So I've spent the last few days trying to get a few bits of footage to show you what the camera's actually like in action. So this is with the gyro stabilizer turned off. I'm trying to keep it steady as I'm walking along. And this is with gyro stabilization on. This is with the gyro stabilization turned off, and again it's on the end of a selfie stick. So this is with gyro stabilization on, facing forward, and it's on the end of a selfie stick. So this is filming with the distortion correction off, and this is with distortion correction on. Narrow field of view, middle field of view, wide field of view. So that's it, the SJ Cam M20 action camera. It's a very capable camera. It's small and lightweight, perfect for mounting on a drone if you are looking for a camera that's light to mount on your drone. I think it's a nice camera, good quality video, and it's packed with features. And because it's an SJ Cam, you know that they're going to be producing firmware for it on a regular basis and actually altering the software so that you can do different things with it. I think it's a smashing camera for the money. I hope you've enjoyed the review, and thank you for watching.